The white-on-white BMW sat low on Leland Avenue like a ghost, barely making a sound against the damp pavement. The headlights cast a soft glow before Malice killed the engine, allowing the hush of the back block to swallow him whole. This was his sanctuary, a hidden stretch of asphalt tucked between forgotten streets, where silence reigned and only the known dared to pass. Inside the coupe, luxury wrapped around him in pristine ivory, white leather dashboard, matching door panels, plush mink carpeting, and a custom Momo steering wheel. The seats, stitched with black piping, mirrored the crisp contrast of his all-white attire. His three-piece BBS wheels gleamed under the sparse streetlights, an unspoken signal to those who knew him. The neighborhood watched without watching. Curtains twitched, then fell still. Blinds shut with quiet acceptance. They all understood. When Malice's BMW appeared, the night belonged to him. Reclined deep into the seat, one leg propped up, his pistol resting on his pelvis, Malice let his mind drift. The rhythm of the city pulsed beyond Leland's invisible walls, gunshots in the distance, sirens wailing, but here all was still. His fingers tapped absent-mindedly on his knee as he called Diane. She answered instantly, her voice smooth, uninterested in small talk. "I'll be home in a few. Just came from seeing Santos. Everything's being set up for tomorrow." Diane, older, seasoned, once the prize of the city's biggest hustlers, now belonged to him. Their connection started at Luciano's Insurance on Westchester Avenue, where she worked behind a bulletproof glass, processing policies for regular Joes and street kings alike. The day Malice slid his BMW title through the mail slot, she took one glance and knew he wasn't ordinary. 17, sharp, draped in the finest fabrics, and smelling like a man twice his age, he carried himself like a boss. That alone was enough to captivate her. The rest became history. She didn't ask about tomorrow. She never did. Instead, she clicked over to another call, jumping back into the web of gossip that fueled her world. Who got played? Who had whose baby? Who was the next to rise? Who was the next to fall? Malice exhaled and dialed Jalika. The warmth in her voice wrapped around him like a shield. "Papa, don't worry. Jesus will fix everything for you. I love you so much, and don't you ever forget it." Papa, the nickname she gave him, not just out of love, but reverence. At 17, Malice wasn't a boy. He was a man who moved like a king, even in his youth. Jill, just 15, carried herself like a woman beyond her years, an hourglass beauty with curves that could stop time. When she wrapped her arms around him from behind, his body absorbed her warmth, grounding him in a way he didn't fully understand. Leland Avenue felt like another dimension, a place where time moved slower, where Malice could breathe. But just beyond its borders, one left turn, one wrong move, and the city came alive in chaos. Gunfire, shouting, the ever-present hum of danger. When he finally made it home, Diane had the music up, Cuban rhythms spilling into the air. 2 shot glasses of dark rum waited on the counter. By the time he stepped out of the shower, she was different. Softer, vulnerable in a way he rarely saw. As she traced a fingertip down his damp chest, Malice studied her. It took all of this, time, tension, the unspoken weight of tomorrow, for her to reveal her submissive side. Northern girls were rude, mean, stubborn as bulls. Diane had been no different. Yet tonight, she melted, offering something more than lust. Malice smirked to himself. Maybe she always had it in her. Maybe it just took the right man to bring it out.